See SSG already sending it in. Gascans, they're getting crashed now by TSM. TSM had to make a move. Gascans having to defend right now. TSM only 2 on top of this. You can see
Purdy trying to go for the grenade. A couple of throwables attempted here. We do see United in a fight as well in the kill feed. But okay, Hikerman surviving through that one's a little insane, forced to heal on up, and this is the real risk of Gascan's split situation that they're in, is it means that the players are very, very isolated. I don't think they were expecting a circle shift like this. They were hoping to be on the edge themselves, not be contested in this situation. But now Hikerman, he's kind of has an opportunity. I don't know if the Flame is going to be looking at his feet.
he's standing on a couch, so I think he should be okay. But you know what?
There
Nobody wants to have to live through a barrage of throwables and utility from TSM. And yes, eventually it does go down. Hikerman will be spotted out, will be taken care of. Free squad, they are still outside, though. They need to get in. And right now, Dignitas looks like they have had enough of their neighbors in 22. Here comes the push.
A lot of utility, a lot of damage, nothing confirmed just yet. There it goes. HoneyBadger gets a grenade through the window, and that's a second follow-up onto Biznaga. Just one member of 22 remaining.
And that last member's Haze 10. Poonage will spot him out. Very well cleared by Dignitas. They don't lose a single player. They tried to send it from all the way on the eastern side. They will lose Brucho, but they keep 3 up. Like comfy right now.
Oh, Sonic's for the push.
Dig taking a few down. Yep, Sonic's had to make some kind of make a way in here. They're going to push into the south side of the road. They're going to find 2 of Enrage immediately going down. But here we go. This is where Los might be able to get involved. Psycho does manage to get out.
Oh, no!
And Los has been spotted. I'm not sure by who, but look at the grenades from Sonics as they just bully their way into this compound.
And now Enrage, they're caught between a rock and a hard place. Sure, one of the sides might just be one member of United, but with the pressure of Sonics funneling them into that position, they need to start getting some knocks onto the Sonics or just take Los out to give themselves some room to breathe. At the moment, Sonics seem pretty happy just taking this building, at least for now, but here come Latin Dominus. They've decided to retreat from the engagement with Oath, leaving that road as essentially delineation line. Marker, some geography term. You know what? Fine, Poro, go.
Line of demarcation.
There it is. There it is.
There you go, Dodge. Gonna get involved with a fight here with Troglodytas. They had 4 deep in the compound, but they did have to make their way south. Kill Demo has been taken down. That's a well-placed Molotov on Vegas, though. It's ticking down. He should be able to get the heal off. No, Lampalot. What? That was Lamps?
I guess.
Unfortunately.
Really chaotic over here. Hopefully Dodge can get the revive onto Vegas, and they of course have the positioning advantage over Troglodytas. The last 2 members of that team standing are still outside of the circle, just now getting into a vehicle.
And there you go, under the watchful eyes of HalloSenpai from Dodge. Now Lampalot gonna get involved as well. He'll find one. Rusty Zera, the last player up, and he has got next to no HP left. Kill Demo will not bleed out. Rusty Zera quick on it. But you can see the throwables just still coming through from Dodge, but they're just not finding the mark here, going a little bit too far with the Molotovs. And Troglodytas look like they might actually get all these reses off.
This is insane. 3 still standing from this situation. They were a hair away from being deleted in 14th place, and now they have an opportunity. I wonder if Dodge are actually out of utility at this point because the grenades, they stopped coming, and if Trog have any of their own, we could see a flip to this engagement. Here comes Oath. They cross the road. They're actually on the south side now, and they're pushing into Latin Dominus, and that is Latin Dominus deleted, removed in 14th place.
Well played by Oath. They keep things alive here. 3 up. Although they did have to eat a little blue in the process as we check in the new circle. If it wasn't bad before for the Milta teams, it is bad now as we check in as see Veritas making their way into Space Station, who's holding down the warehouse. Proving to be a tough nut to crack here. Michael and DannyG working their way through the smokes, eventually awaiting SSG to push out of this. SSG still 4 up, but Veritas, if they're well enough positioned, could possibly still win this.
It's actually Kickstart that's third-partying this. Neither team really has a lot of space to move around because of Oath on the south side.
Look at Los. Los actually waking up here and getting him a free kill off of Enrage. And there you go, the push coming through. 3 down, 4 down.
What?
DannyG and Michael Veritas perfectly positioned for the win.
SSG had to do something. but that was not what they really wanted or expected. 4 coming out through the smoke. The lineup was there for Veritas to completely remove them from the server. And just imagine, they had such the premier position in Circle 1, but let's check in back with TSM versus Gascans. They've gotten to the wall of the castle. Can they get any further?
3v3 going to be a difficult push for TSM there, and Sonics now have to leave. They were aware of Los, and now Los has been spotted, and Los is down. Kickstart, though, does find Mime in the process. So 1 down, and it's going to be the tail man for Sonics as they have to turn around and pay attention to Oath here. They cannot risk having this team of 3 right on their backs.
Grenades coming out, but it's actually going to be Bale that finds his own teammate in Kickstart. So Sonics should definitely be seeing that in the kill feed and figuring out what they can do to capitalize on it. They very might be aware that it's only 3 members of Oath pushing in, but Shrimzy says he's going to go on a bike. The pressure from the circle, maybe that was just a bait, and it baited me too.
It's a pretty decent bait here. Oath, once again, though, in a position where they've got the blue creeping on their backs, and they have to push. They're forced to push. You see the smoke has been laid down. Snakers will use the time for the molly. That's a well-placed molly. Shrimzy will find Kickstart. Snakers goes down. Balefrost is going to go down as well as Tiggleton steps up big.
He says, I've had enough of this. I am running around this wall. I am getting rid of Oath. But the blue did the last point of damage. It is just hwinn remaining, trying to make a wall of smoke, but look where Michael has positioned himself. As like a trap, waiting to close on Sonics, and there it is, out in 9th place, but immediately flips around. Troglodyta's on his tail.
Michael with the quick turnaround. He's going to find one. He's going to push it in as well, as he's got flashbangs ready to go. Gascans dismantles TSM on the other side, as that finally plays itself out here. The hard push coming out, and that's going to be it for Veritas and for Michael. Gascans keep 3 up in their fight versus TSM as well, as we see Wildcard still 4 up in a compound, but they've got to get on the move very shortly.
Crochet now out, looking at top 5 teams, 1 more away before figuring out where the podium is. And this entire time, Dignitas have been sitting pretty, holding that ridge of hills on the northwest side, not worried about being approached, and just counting down the enemies, ready to strike when the moment reveals itself. You can see them approaching Dodge. But over here, Wildcard, how are they going to move out of this position? The circle has shifted away from them. They have Troglodytas to the north, they have Gascans to the west, and a big giant field as their only option of approach.
This is going to be big for Dignitas here. If they can take care of Dodge, if they can take care of Troglodytas, if they can keep 4 up, playing from this west and north side, they're going to be situated nicely for the late game. Gascans, for their part, don't really have to move a whole lot. Their compound is in on that southern side. We'll see where Wildcard decides to go. Given that smoke wall right to the center, that's pretty rough right there. Zealot will get picked out and taken down. Troglodytas turning it back, and T-Sock gets taken down. Necro waking up here in the late game.
Now Zray runs out into the open. Rusty does go down, and Zray is finished off by Nicoos, but still Troglodytas still alive after all of this pain and hardship. Rusty is down. It's going to be a difficult revive. I don't know how much of this hill is in the circle. They have to enter the field just in the same that Wildcard did.
Oh, the pick shot from oldless will find kill demo. That's bad news for Troglodytas. As we said, the blue is there. It's pushing on. Necro, I guess he's just going to go down to the blue, not give away any kill points. Okay, we're down to our top 4. Maji still alive for Wildcard. He has snuck up just on the backside of Dodge. Not sure if Dodge even knows he's there just yet. You can see him just. Dodge will hop 3 into the US and make a push right underneath the footsteps of Dignitas' hill here as HoneyBadger get that UAZ, start creeping it forward just a little bit out. Dignitas wants to try to do this, but that could have been a brutal grenade here. Sparkingg might be able to set it up for the second run here as Dodge just laying right on top of each other, just gonna miss it. A lot of damage done onto the Dodge boys, but they're hiding through the smoke right now, trying to avoid the line of sight of Gascans.
That's the real problem. They have to manage the 2 different squads, but HoneyBadger is peeking over. Finna gets dropped. A fair bit of damage onto Dodge, but they need to finish the job. Mollies go out, incendiaries go out, as well as more bullets in a UAZ for Dignitas. That is it for Dodge in a split second. A car comes screaming by.
And there you go, Nico and oldless will find HoneyBadger as well. Turn this into a quick 3v3. Gascans have left their compound. Oldless has taken the long position on the eastern side of the circle. Adam, meanwhile, coming from the south side, Adam will find Sparkingg with a well-placed grenade, and that's 3v2 as Shinboi and Poonage are left to fight out the rest of Gascans.
Flashes, utility, and just pressure from the Gascans, knowing that they have caught Dignitas trying to regather themselves after the fight against Dodge. Sparkingg has been finished off though. Shinboi could go for a revive, and the Gascans, they have control over the center of the zone, the center of the game. They could just wait and see what Dignitas want to do.
Lots of smokes left in the bag for Dignitas though, and that will allow them to go for that res. Bring it back up to a 3v3. Sparkingg will try to get the heal off as Gascans just pepper the smoke with bullets, trying to hopefully find something. And now Dignitas have to work around the edges of this smoke, but they have the blue encroaching right on top of them. They will find Nicoos though. Sparkingg coming alive in the late game.
That's huge, finding the off angle, and now they're flooding through. 3 versus 2, but oldless is there to find 2. It's now just Shinboi remaining in a 1v2 endgame scenario. Can he clutch it out for Dignitas?
This is going to be tough stuff for Shinboi as he has a hay barrel. He has a good idea of where everyone is. The smoke's still down though. Oldless and Adam not trying to turn this into a series of 1v1s. The pan comes through, does not find anything just yet. Shinboi, does he go for the res? Oh, I think he was thinking about it. Unfortunately, Sparkingg does go down. The utility will come out. The flashbangs will be sent. Just a very smoky center of the circle, and Shinboi will try to work around the edge and see if he can maybe catch them off guard.
Crawling around the side, being a low profile. And you can tell the Gascans, they're not entirely sure on what's happened in the last few seconds. Where has Shinboi moved towards? They're tossing out smokes, they're tossing out flashes, and that could be giving their position away.
They're going to peek the edge of this smoke as much as they can as 2. They do not want to give Shinboi 2 1v1s, and that's exactly what they're going to do, though, as Adam will find him. No, he goes down to the blue.
The blue! Oh, no, it's the Gascans.
Gascans get the first win of PCS4 in the most improbable way. In terms of terrain and dips, as Psycho will just Tokyo drift down the hill, and eventually he will get spotted out by Finna. Well shot by Dodge. Gubin will take the trade, and now Vegas will take out Gubin. So Enrage down to 2, working the high ground by the cliff. So it looks like Dodge should be able to possibly get this res on Finna.
I don't know. This is chaos everywhere. Look again. Look how open all this area is. Everyone is shooting at everyone else. Look at SSG. They're just getting beamed on by like 7 different teams on the north side here. But aCRESHE, they've pulled away from the west. The shift did go towards the northeast, and they're still on the coast.
Yeah, aCRESHE taking shots in the back from TSM. I think had them pinned down inside the ferry just moments ago, but aCRESHE able to hop in those vehicles into the UAZs and make a rotation for themselves. Gonna spot out guys from range, but Penta is the one you gotta worry about. He's up close and personal with these grenades. Gonna do some damage on the Brucho. The next one comes through. Will not find the knock, but SSG also has been taken out while this thing plays itself out. On the and one trying to see if he can find an angle onto Penta. The grenades come through, not going to find the damage, but Purdy has also been taken down. So Penta a little bit on an island here. Nice shots coming through onto V8Z.
Yeah, but not enough to get the knock. They got to find some way to open this can of tuna up. Purdy could potentially get revived, but it will depend on Penta controlling the potential aggression from aCRESHE. He gets flashed, forced to prone down. aLOW, good shots, but again, there it is. Finally, they get a knock. That could be the opening that Penta needs, or even aLOW to get the revive onto Purdy, but a nice peek by Bruxo.
Wow, okay, Brucho gonna win that one. That's bad news bears, as he will flush that kill. Steal it away, and now aCRESHE has been taken out from behind by Sonics. Down to just 1. I think it's just Kaijin who's holding the rest of Sonics at bay by himself. Hikerman gets spotted out by Sparkingg, and that will do it for Gascans, as we are losing them left and right here, Cam.
aCRESHE just got annihilated by the Sonics. So TSM survive one more placement. But, I mean, look at Sonic's position. They know that there's more people here. They know that there's more kills to get, and they still have 4 up. Already 8 kills. The circle doesn't go on them because they're on the coast, naturally, but it goes in a direction that doesn't disfavor them all that much.
Yeah, this is a tough circle here. Few teams that still have 4 up. Sonics are 1. Latin Dominus, 303 the others. And, well, I'm not sure what's going on with 22 and E United as they're stacked on top of each other inside the shelter. Troglodytas, meanwhile, trying to finish off what's left of Dodge and Lampalot. He's crawling. Okay, that's 1 tick too far. And there you go. That's going to be it for Dodge. So we are down to 27 alive, top 9 remaining.
22 know that they need to get rid of E United. E United know that they don't have any option but to wait for 22 to come into the area. So really it is going to be when are 22 going to push. The circle should be closing in on them relatively soon, but on the west side, these teams have to move so much further. Shinboi got knocked, Latin Dominus, well-timed approach onto this, and HoneyBadger just going to leave. Understands it's such a unbearable situation here. Shinboi gets finished. It's just a solo, but where can he go? Running out in the open.
It's going to be rough for Badger here as he has been spotted. Latin Dominus playing that very, very methodically, leaving PIPAA behind as the rest of the team made that rotation. A second Poonage peeked his head. PIPAA was on top of it. Good shooting from him. Fisher will find Badger, and that will do it for Dignitas. 303, meanwhile, pushing in to the last 2 members of Enrage and cleaning that up with ruthless efficiency.
Utility in play here in the 22 E United snuggle nest. Counter utility from E United is going to be coming out. They're actually, I think they're leaving the interior. They're trying to juke 22. They're able to get on the outside. The problem is your 3 should have a line of sight onto their position if they're not too distracted by Latin Dominus. That's why E United are flooding over the top side of this rock.
Yeah, Troglodytas were taking shots at the backside of 22 here just moments ago. And you can see the damage has been done onto 22 as now E United will take the top of the hill. If they can clean this up, if they can do it quickly, that'll be huge. But 303, as you said, in perfect position, and just like that, E United gets taken down.
TSM now here on the south, they're slowly sneaking through. Sonics had to go into the circle themselves, giving some space to TSM, but now aLOW goes down. It's all onto Purdy, trying to 1v4. He's inside the circle, but his position has been calculated, coordinated. Airstrike is about to come down.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is, and actually Latin Dominus is going to be the ones who find the last shot into Purdy. As now they have to turn their attention back up to the north as 303, and we are down to our top 4. It is 3 LATAM squads, and the last great American hope, the Sonics.
H11, I think he's getting ready to peek out. But it's going to be Shrimzy that has the opening shot here, is able to sneak around behind Latin Dominus. Mime there with the follow-up for the full confirm. And that's 1 down for Latin Dominus. And look at the positioning by Sonic. Latin Dominus has given up a lot of space, allowing Sonics to backfill into this.
Oh, and this is huge. They get another knock. In 303, you can see they've got Feischke and Trisk that are starting to creep over to the south side to see if they can maybe get involved in this fight against Latin Dominus. But Troglodytas are the problem at hand. So Sonics get to do this basically for free. Donnie and AleeRv still alive, hiding in the smoke, trying to see if they can pick out both splits of the Sonics 2-2.
There it is, Necro finds H11 Jr. H11 was the key piece of defense against Troglodytas, and now Kill Dumbo is trying to go for more.
Here we go, 2 fights concurrently going on right now as H11 will get looted up by Necro. Danny does get spotted again, and just like that, Sonics will take care of Latin Dominus. They have complete control over the south side, and now they can be the third-party team as the fight between Troglodytas and 303 is now popping off.
Oh, Kill Dumbo with a nice shot to knock T-Plants. He has Necro down. It's going to be a 2-on-2, but not exact. With a great angle from the high ground, is going to finish T-Plants off. They have 10 kills right now, and they are going for the revive. 303 with just 2 remaining, trying to stabilize their position. But as you mentioned, Sonics have been lurking this entire time, still slowly moving forward, gathering up their position, and waiting to finish this game off.
Sonics using the vehicles, trying to see if they could bait any heads to peek out, maybe take a few shots, but nothing was there. They'll instead just post up around the road and use whatever hills they can as cover as they wait to see what is going on between Troglodytes and 303. Both of these teams actually pulling off of each other, realizing the situation that they were in. As 303 kind of with their backs against the wall right now. They've got Trisk and Feiska, who are both very, very capable players, but they are right on top of each other with their backs up against the blue, and Troglodytes are starting to sweep in that general direction.
Specific positioning by Troglodytes here. They're chasing down 303, throwing a bunch of utility in their direction, and they are making sure that they don't go too far ahead, that Sonic's in third party them. And they are finishing off 303. Shots remain in 2 HP, but Kill Demo's going to come out on top, and Sonic sees this in the kill feed. They know this, and they are setting up shop at the dead center.
Yeah, Sonics haven't crept out. They haven't aggressed on this. They didn't see any knocks coming through onto Troglodytes, so they didn't want to be leave their position and try to take a third party on that. Rather, just play the position they already have. They've got a solid defense that they like to work with here. As we see Kill Demo looking down there, he looked like he spotted out hwinn, but not enough to take the shots just yet, as the center of the circle is going to kind of be right in between them here. Sonics have that ridge line that they can work with. It's not much, but it's enough. And I like the positioning from Troglodytes here, spreading out, getting multiple lines of sight down onto Sonics.
Well, it's the only thing that they really can do at the moment to try and get some territory, get some area. Because, again, in their focus on 303, they were up against the edge.
Sonics has 20 kills.
Yeah, but along with that, they've also had a bunch of opportunity and timing to get their position, set up shop, and really just have total control. It's up to Troglodytes to try and take that away.
Flashbangs are coming out, so if you had 8 plus flashbangs in one fight on your bingo card, go ahead and check that one off, because I think we just had 8 of them in the last 10 seconds.
10, 12, 15.
Oh, look at this flank by Necro, though. This could be Troglodytes making a huge play. Tickleman spotted it out, but it doesn't matter. Big shots from Necro get the knock on a Tig, and then we'll flush it out as well. Necro down to about 12 HP, but Kill Demo is going to push through. Shrimzy has been spotted out. Shrimzy been taken down. Mime now the last one as hwinn. Oh no, hwinn, what a huge flank from him.
It was a necessary flank as well. Troglodytes found a small gap, but they took just too long to try and delete them. Mime and hwinn still up. It is all on Necro to try and 1v2, but the angle is there. Sonics win. It almost looked like Troglodytes would take that away, but it is going to be the Sonics out on top in game number 2.
16 kills as well for the defending PGIS World Champions.
Between Erangel and the military island.
You can see a lot of teams already in vehicles. They're having to make that decision on that 50-50. Do they play north of the ridge or south of the ridge? It looks like a lot of teams are opting to go towards Los Leones, and we are already losing players in the drive-bys. You can see Oath taking the high ground. Latin Dominus, meanwhile, on the low. They will pick off Mime. Sonics will keep 3 up, though, and make their way into the eastern part of Los Leones, where they find a little bit of a home to play with, but still more teams in the mix.
They're going to be prepared for this fight. I'm waiting to see Zealot. He's the one lone player of Wildcard way off in the distance, going to have a cross angle. He's actually the first one spotted. How are Maji and Zray going to counter this?
That's actually huge. Zealot needs to be the taking the shots right now. He needs to be a threat. He needs to be bait, essentially.
Yeah.
It's for Trog to look down in this direction and say, look at me, look at me, look at me, paying no attention to the man behind the curtain. As this fight will have to come to a head. A few teams making their way through Los Leones as well. You can see Kill Demo. Looks like he got eyes on T-Sock. The shot's going to come through, but oh, more the damage from T-Sock. It's going to force Kill Demo back down. Here come the smokes. We'll see what Troglodytes decides to do.
They got to push. Neco's trying to find the angle. You hear the vehicles rev up to move on through, but this is a risky play. Magi forced to fall away.
They had no idea. Maji just destroys them from the sneak spot. One trade comes through, it's down to 1 up, and that's going to be Necro. We'll see if Necro can do any magic here as he holds off the rest of Wildcard. You can see them 3 up, T-Sock down, bleeding out. Necro has appeared, but Maji can't get the angle. Yes, he can. Wildcard wins the fight.
And 4 up once they get the revive onto T-Sock. A little bit late, though, because the blue is pushing in. They're actually leaving him. There's no way to revive. There's no time because the hard shift went the opposite direction away from them. But elsewhere in the circle,
Swoosh.
on the northeast side, 22 have been wounded terribly. Dodge are holding the line on the northern edge, and it is just Hwinn left, running away out in the open field, and Enrage have the angle on Sonics.
Been a day to forget so far for 22 as we'll see what Hwinn can try to do in the final part of this game. Does get taken out. Shrimzy and hwinn now the only remaining players up for Sonics. Balkan trying to see if he can get at least a few points here for Enrage. The rest of his team has been dismantled. United going to pull up on SSG's doorstep. This is all inside of circle, so they have time to take their time here, figure out how they want to approach this. They're looking over towards Latin Damas, see if they can get third party as Ethan is hiding in the shadows, getting pushed by the rest of Wildcard. Also has company in Brucho from a Cresce, is it a Cresce? No, it was, yeah, it is a Cresce. Okay, so three-way fight going on in the southeast.
Aggressive push in, throwing utility into the top floor, surrounded by fire, trying to find some high ground and avoid the flames. Zealot does go out in the meantime to hwinn of all people. But Uncivil now needs to try and hold the line. He has Sharpshot, but there's not much cover that his teammate can give. This hold of position has just fallen away from them.
He's building so hard to push, and Uncivil could do a lot of damage to United here if things go his way. You can see him avoiding the flashbangs, turning around, pirouetting through the smoke. Make sure that he does not get pushed unawares. Uncivil will try to make his way out. Gets up against the wall, gets shot on his way down. Now he's going to try to get some support from his man Sharpshot, but Balefrost and the Oath boys hanging out on the high ground get the free kill.
Oath are going to have to leave this ivory tower at some point, but for now they can just rain hellfire on everyone else in the circle, especially this western side. And now that United might have taken Uncivil out of his position, or at least forced him into Oath, they still have to run away from the blue. But now in the south, Sonics have been slowly climbing up, or at least what remains of them. 2 up, hwinn and Shrimzy, but Relo is there holding the angle.
Divided attention from the Oath boys at the moment as they are holding one side while pushing the other. United trying to stay alive. They lose Cherry, they lose Los. Good shooting from TSM, take down 2. Sharpshot will try to survive for Spacestation Gaming. Manages to get underneath the line of sight from Oath. And fortunately enough for him, United a little bit too concerned with TSM. TSM a little too concerned with United. Somehow Sharpshot managing to survive here. What through the smoke finds Waldo with the rapid SKS spam.
And that's necessary because you could see he was caught between 2 separate open angles. Now he can just focus on blocking the line of sight from TSM, but he still needs to move into the circle. He is just hoping that Oath cause enough attention for TSM to go their way for him to gather a little bit of a hole.
Guardian Angels are Oath for Sharpshot right now as Relo has been left by himself. And well, sometimes your Guardian Angel smacks you upside the head and lets you know you did something dumb. Sharpshot goes down. TSM 4 up.
Unsure about how much damage that really did. Hopefully the second one can do a little bit more. Ethan finds 1. This could be huge. And Shrimzy actually secures that with his own grenade. Now is the time to push for Sonics because Oath, they're doing the exact same.
Oh, and Sonics knows it. Brucho will find Shrimzy through the smokes. That'll take him down. hwinn trying to work around the edge as well. We'll find V8Z King. Can he finish off this fight before the rest of Oath arrives? I don't think there'll be time. hwinn trying to pick through the smoke as we see Oath crashing down like a wave. Who will get who first? hwinn goes down, or finishes off V8Z King. That will be the point secured for Sonics as Oath trying to hold or figure out where everybody is through the smoke. You see Brucho just prone on the edge of that rock. That is very tough to spot out here for Oath, and actually they're going to pull away.
Backing away from this. There are so many holes and crevices that someone could be hiding in. It's not worth it. They're just going to fall away, set up a line of scrimmage in the actual edge of the circle itself. hwinn does win the fight, annihilate on Cresce, but down to 11 HP, only has 1 first aid kit, forced to use it, the blue at his back. But listen, unlikely going to get the win in this game, but that's only going to extend the lead even further in kills.
And that is exactly what Sonics is thinking. You were down to 2, still playing very aggressively, trying to get as many points as they can because those points will eventually, you have to think, come into play in the tiebreakers as TSM has lost Purdy. They have the roadside, they have Dodge right on their north, just out of the line of sight. Latin Dominus, Fisher, PIPAA knocked, actually Fisher down. PIPAA still up. Where?
Behind us towards the
Yeah,
southwest,
there we
he
go.
has angle. aLOW goes down. Not what was expected at all. Hiding behind smoke, and now Luke trying to answer back with a Molotov. Spray comes through, a lot of damage, but no knock, and that's going to be it. Penta finishes him out. We're looking at the top four. Two healthy teams. Dignitas about to be healthy, and TSM still with 3 up. We're looking at another ending series of strong, solid teams.
Ooh, the grenades not bouncing enough. That second one might, though. Penta going to take some damage from it. Not going to be a whole heck of a lot, but very reminiscent to game 1. Dignitas and Dodge finding themselves on the north side, on the other side of the street, staying alive.
Just like the BG song, Shinboi trying to find the angle, but it's actually Snakers that finds the angle onto him. Battle Royales are complicated. You have to track 7,000 different individuals at the same time, all while pushing into the circle of which has shifted towards the southwest. Oath, still, the Ivory Tower might have gotten a little shorter, but it is still the high ground to end the game.
Oath is looking so good here as we see Dodge starting to creep around on the western side of the circle. They've got Vegas and Lamp on the hill. Finna and HalloSenpai not even going to put the smokes down. They're just going to send it. They know that they've got TSM pinned. TSM not likely to peek that, so they will hold on to their utility for use later. Dignitas, meanwhile, going to wrap around on the eastern side. Sparkingg has already crept down. He's spotting out, seeing what he can see. I think he's got an idea of where Snakers is. Yep, there you go. A few shots sent over in that direction just to let him know.
Dodge creeping around, wrapping counterclockwise, trying to get to the high ground over TSM, but also over to Oath.
This is actually, Oath went from looking good to looking real bad in a matter of seconds here. They're getting pinched from both sides. Dodge moving as a full foursome. A death ball
spotted
coming over the top.
They're spotted in return, but Vegas finds Kickstart. Balefrost goes down as well. It's a 2-piece for the young lad, and now HalloSenpai is there to finish off the downed Oath members.
Relo just surviving at this point. Snakers had no angle onto this, but fortunately for Oath, neither did Dodge onto he. aLOW doing a good job of surviving for the time being. Going to pull away from the vehicles, although that is a burnt-out husk of a UAZ. The Murado is still explodable. Sparkingg will go down, and Dodge now actually pushing onto Oath, but TSM pushing onto their backside at the exact same time. Dodge maybe getting taken advantage of a little bit. They get rid of Oath, but at what cost?
They lost 2 players, or at least 2 members have been downed. Luke and Penta now have backfilled over that position. aLOW still the anchor on the low ground, trying to push forward onto Dignitas. The grenades are coming out from HoneyBadger to still upset aLOW's position. Not going to be bouncing far enough.
Finna get spotted by the grenade. That's going to be Dodge. I think that was a re-knock actually on Finna, so Lampalot trying to go for the res here. As TSM still hanging out on their ridgeline. Don't want to over-aggress, but Dignitas, you have to imagine, in the driver's seat here a little bit. They haven't been able to get rid of aLOW, though. aLOW has been a thorn in the side, and that is actually huge for TSM that he has been able to survive this long. Penta will get spotted out by HoneyBadger. The spray comes through. Nothing going to happen, though. Dodge gets the res off. They're back up to 3 strong.
Interesting status quo that we're in right now. Dignitas still with 4 up. They're trying to fight from multiple sides. TSM and Dodge have no more continued attention towards each other, it seems. And HoneyBadger, the grenade, finally finds aLOW. 7 millionth time the charm. And how the rest of TSM going to answer back. We do see the center of the game. And now Dodge are pushing in from the other side of Dig.
Sparkingg coming up huge right there. Got the knock and the flush onto Finna, and that's going to let everybody know that Dodge is pushing, and they're not going to take it. They're going to push right back and take out Dodge, finishing them off. TSM will get the res onto aLOW, get back up to 3 strong, but Dignitas knows exactly where TSM is.
Dodge have also cleared out the area for Dignitas to now take control of. TSM are still in a little bit of a pocket, back against the wall on the low ground, forced to push up. They have a little bit of a rock in front of them if they can get to it, but Dignitas, smartly so, are spreading out into 2 separate pairs. But Luke going aggressive.
Oh, and Shinboi read him like a book. They knew to expect the push. Right as Luke was crossing across the rock, he got flashbanged right in the face. Shinboi will try to trade with aLOW, does some serious damage, but goes down. HoneyBadger goes down as well. It's a 2v1, and Dignitas will take the win.